You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, and Adrian here from Drake Wing Gaming, and something on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Repeat. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. I kind of wonder if every route you complete, they'll actually start smiling and looking at Adrian. That's what I'm thinking is what's going to happen, and then eventually Jenny will be like right behind them or like right next to them, and she'll be smiling. Everyone needs to get a happy ending in this game. Everybody. So let's go ahead and jump in. Okay. I spent a good hour wandering aimlessly around the neighborhood in search of this place. Community center, huh? It's a bit bigger than I expected. As I made my way towards the entrance, I noticed something odd bobbling around the sidewalk. Well, that's an interesting pigeon. It was an incredibly fat pigeon. The little orb was waddling around, pecking at breadcrumbs that the community center visitors no doubt left for it. What a lazy bird. I wouldn't be surprised if it was too rotund to fly. As I walked past it, the pigeon looked up at me expectantly, as though expecting me to contribute to its full food hoard. What? I've got nothing for you, buddy. The pigeon gave an indignant chirp, before returning to its attention to its crumbs. What a lazy little... fucking get a job! The fat pigeon ruffled its feathers in the bird equivalent of an eye roll. In hindsight, I should probably take my own advice. With a depressed sigh, I left the bird alone and entered the community center. Wow, the interior of this place is quite cozy. It looked like there was a lot of services here. There were offices for medical assistants, a food pantry, and even a public ice skating rink on the far end of the hall. I wonder where I should go. Ice skating rink? I almost walked past the ice rink entrance, but a familiar echo of laughter grabbed my attention. Curiosity building, I followed that laughter down the hall. The ice rink was huge. I didn't expect a place like this inside a community center of all places. I leaned over the edge of the arena, scanning the place closely. There! Philip was dancing his way across the ice, accompanied by a small group of elementary school-age students. Oh, wait a second. Is... food pantry. Okay, maybe, Owen is there. The food pantry looked pretty inviting. There were plenty of people bustling about hauling crates of canned food everywhere. Maybe one of them knew where Owen or Philip worked. Okay. After some wandering, I somehow found myself in one of the back rooms where most of the food was stored. The receptionist lady who pointed me here probably thought I was a volunteer or something. It was kind of uncomfortably warm in here. Was the AC broken or something? I glanced around and blinked as I caught sight of a familiar figure. Owen was huffing in one of the back aisles, shirtless and sweating as he hauled enormous crates of canned food. His muscular arms and pecs glistened in the dim lighting as he lugged his crate onto a shelf. Owen settled down for a breather, wiping the sweat off his brow. His eyes lit up when he spotted me watching him. Adrian! Well, this is a pleasant surprise. Welcome to my little corner of the community center. I smiled nervously and waved, doing my best to keep my gaze at eye level. I failed. Owen noticed and seemed to take immense joy from it. Hey, Owen. Kinda surprised to see you in this type of place. It doesn't quite fit your vibe. Hey, I can be altruistic sometimes. I started volunteering a bit after I left home. It's pretty nice and cozy here. Feels weirdly nostalgic being surrounded by cans. My mom was a bit of a doomsday prepper, so my household basically had a bunker filled with foods and essentials like this. Being here helps with my homesickness, you know? Makes sense in your own weird way. I glanced around. Other volunteers were bustling in and out of the storage room. Some shot Owen looks of disdain, while others' flustered gazes were a bit more, south. I see you've made a strong impression on your coworkers. Some of them don't seem to like you very much, though. I mean, that's another reason I started working here. Kinda helps ease my conscience after finding out my dad's side of the family drained entire neighborhoods dry for profit. Granted, some of the folks here are still wary of me since the Lorelei name carries a bit of ugly weight to it, but, He chuckled and adjusted his belt. My gaze immediately followed his hand and I gulped. Some folks dislike me, some folks like me, and some folks really like me. I think I've managed to turn a few of them around. Owen winked at me as he wiped the sweat off his brow. His pecs flexed in an exaggerated manner that did nothing to help the heat creeping across my face. Ha! Really putting those muscles to work, huh? I'm just happy to help. These cans and crates can get pretty heavy. Also, I hear my dashing charms do wonders for the morale here. As usual, your humility is breathtaking. Hey, I wasn't joking when I said this was a surprisingly good place to pick up cute guys. Some dudes need to let off some steam after a long day's work, you know. I'm happy to help all the volunteers motivated. What, do they just go up to you and say, hey man, I could use a quickie? Honestly, that's not too far off. My grinder gets pinged constantly here. Without thinking, I immediately grabbed my phone and began swiping. My face was probably a fiery shade of pink at this point. Oh, that's a very saucy profile picture. Gotta show off them goods, you know? You have an OnlyFans link too? Okay, listen, all proceeds get donated to the food pantry. I like to think my lewds make up a large portion of the community center's funds. Is that why they let you fuck in the back rooms? Hey, it's a mutually beneficial arrangement. Speaking of which, do you want to try out the community center services yourself? Owen leaned close and winked. He was so close that I could feel the heat roll off his body. I spluttered and quickly adjusted my tightening pants. Oh my. My goodness. That's some juicy not safe for work, you know? I could use some good service. Ooh. Maybe another time. I think I'll just look around and help out for a bit. This is my first time at the community center after all. I should probably do some volunteer work before indulging. I gotta earn it, right? Owen laughed and clapped me on the back. That's the spirit. I'll be sure to keep you motivated. In the end, I was too nervous and flustered to actually take up Owen's offer, but he did coerce me into spending the entire afternoon doing volunteer work. I guess he really was using his charms for good. Night was looming over the horizon, but I still had thoughts swimming wildly through my head, like a feeling of dread that just wouldn't go away. Was there something I'm missing? Echo said to enjoy my summer, but it was a bit hard to do that when everyone around me seemed to be hiding something. Was it all just in my head? A text message? I flipped through my phone idly. It was from someone I didn't know. Maybe a wrong number? Hey, Gran, don't get angry, but I'm outside Girani Academy right now. I know I'm not supposed to be out, but I really wanted to check out the school. The problem is, I'm kind of locked outside at the moment, and there's this creepy guy following me around campus. I might be going crazy. It looks like he doesn't have arms or a face. My heart instantly jumped to my throat. This was the person I came back to save. I was sure of it. And it sounded like she's run into the remnant again. I better go out and find her. Whoops, wrong number. Sorry, that must have been awkward. Just your luck. I'm a student at Gerania. You want me to let you inside? It's probably safer than staying out there with a stalker. There was a long pause before the next text. That'd be great, actually. I'd love to stay alive. Thanks. I'm sitting at the back entrance. Thanks a bunch, friend. Well, that's settled then. I'm on my way. I jumped into my shoes and socks and glanced around the room. Echo, did you hear all that? There was no answer. Echo? Looks like he wasn't here. Where'd he run off to? Was he not feeling well? Oh, right. Tonight's the night where, before I could finish my sentence, a cold shiver crawled down my spine. It appears tonight it's my turn to babysit you. Not that I don't appreciate your help, but you just said a few days ago that your whole misfortune thing would make things more complicated. Why show up tonight? Haley shrugged nonchalantly. Self-indulgence. I try not to interfere more than necessary, but I will enjoy this chance to encounter my wisher again. Also, this whole loop would be a waste of time if you died on the first week. Your caring and loving personality makes me feel right at home. Any idea why Echo's missing tonight? I do not keep track of your little wishes every whim. If I must hazard a guess, he's still not feeling very well. That meteor shower had granted him strength, but he still needs time to recover. A twinge of guilt pulled at my chest, but I shook it off as I made my way out the door. Well, thanks for coming with me, Haley. Let's go rescue our friend. The school felt a bit spookier at night. There was an odd chill in the summer air. Now, where was this person? Hope the remnant hadn't caught up to them. Hello? Are you out there? Oof! Something suddenly slapped across my face, sending me reeling to the ground. What the hell? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I thought you were the stalker. Are you alright? I'm fine. You could have given some warning before backhanding me, though. Sorry about that. It's a bit crazy out here at night. Here, let me help you up. Thanks. I looked up and instantly froze. Yup. Jenny? She stared at me with an inquisitive, searching look on her face, as though trying to recall something vague in the back of her mind. Sorry, have we met before? My heart was lurching painfully against my chest. Why were tears welling up in my eyes? I've been meeting everyone for the first time again for the past week, but this felt especially painful. Painful, but also relief. Relief that I had finally been reunited with an old friend. cameras we wore around our necks suddenly kindled into a warm glow. Emotions welled up inside me, and an overwhelming sense of regret enveloped my heart, almost like memories from another lifetime. Hello? Hello? Did I hit your head too hard? You're kind of zoning out. What? Oh, sorry, I don't know what got over me. I rubbed my eyes and shook my head from my thoughts. I felt like a mess. As I stumbled back onto my feet, the girl watched me like she was holding back a laugh. So you're the guy supposed to be rescuing me, huh? I thought you'd be taller. Or maybe a little more heroic. Hey, would you rather I left you outside? Hey, don't get me wrong, I'm totally grateful. I just figured from your bold text that you'd be a little more... never mind. Anyway, the name's Jenny, although I guess you already heard of me from somewhere. Are you one of Grant's students? Nice to meet you. It's a pleasure to not be killed by a stalker tonight. I shot her a cheerful grin. She hasn't changed at all, has she? I'm Adrian. It's great to finally meet you. Oh, hey, that's a nice camera. Jenny pointed at the camera hanging from my neck gleefully. I remember buying one just like it forever ago. Are you into photography? Sort of. I kind of just picked photography at Girani Academy for an easy grade. It's no way to live. You should try and enjoy it more, especially if you're attending a prestigious school like Girania. Take tons of photos, capture every important moment. Life is too short to just let time slip by. Photographs, after all, are just little pieces of time. Life is a little too short, yeah. I took a lot of photos while back on a trip with friends, but I lost all of them. Dude, it's the 21st century. Back up all your photos on a hard drive. Or, back it up on a cloud service. I know analog stuff is in film is all the craze these days, but come on, get with the times. I used to enjoy developing photos the old school way, but that was before I spilled all the chemicals in Grant's darkroom. Alright, y'all, I'm actually gonna end it right there. I'm gonna be meeting my dad at the theater, so we're gonna go watch Bring Her Back. A really creepy looking horror movie from the directors of Talk to Me. And before that, they were the YouTube sensation known as Raka Raka, if y'all are familiar with them. They had a lot of live-action DBZ videos with a horror twist, so it was pretty cool how they started off as YouTube sensations and then became just powerhouses of the horror movie landscape. So anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!